Hello, everybody. Uh, a famous writer, Debbie Boone, has once said that dreams are the seeds of change. Nothing ever grows without the seeds, and nothing ever changes without the dreams. So, the seeds of dreams embark the journey of change in your life. Friends, what I believe is the very essence of humankind is defined by the seeds of dreams sown in our hearts and how we nurture these seeds of dreams so that we can envision the future that we have dreamt of into full reality. So, what these seeds are actually, they are your thoughts, your imagination, an idea, a spark of inspiration you may have in your heart at some point of time. Maybe in a beautiful moment, maybe in a maybe the painful moment, maybe in a moment of rejection. So that you have that idea coming into your mind that you want to create something really beautiful into your future. You want to change something in your life. So that's what the seeds are sown in your life to create something really beautiful. The most powerful example is the seeds of a new life sown in a woman's heart, in a woman's womb, and she imagines of creating a new future with her unborn child. Let's take a very small example. Uh, Barren piece of land lying in the backyard of your apartment. You see that every day, but you move on. You never try to change that barren piece of land lying in the backyard of your apartment unless one day you want to change that barren piece of land into a beautiful garden. You want to plant something. Just that moment when those seeds of changing that barren land into a beautiful land were sown in your heart. That's what the seeds of dreams are. So, the planting of seeds is just not enough. You'll also have to nurture those seeds. The seeds will die if you are not going to nurture them. So, you have to nurture these seeds with complete love, complete faith, complete dedication, so that you can see those seeds blooming into reality, the future that you have envisioned for. Sometimes coming in the form of a TEDx speaker, you never know. So, that's what the power of dreams does to you. Uh, a writer has once said that seeds of dreams are the birthing moments in your life. That's like how the biggest business empires are built. Like the best masterpieces are written, the best memoirs are created. So the birthing moment that comes into your life are the harbinger of change in your life. They embark a journey of change in your life. You want to change something. Maybe I will not say. Let's take the example of famous author J.K. Rowling. She said it all started with an old typewriter lying idle in my house. Then she has not thought of fame. She has not thought of money. She has not thought that she'll capture millions' hearts. But she has thought that yes, she's going to create something new in her life. So that moment, the seeds of dreams were sown in her heart, and she changed from there to change her entire life. She could have ignored those seeds of dreams, blooming in her heart, but then she nurtured those seeds. She nurtured it complete dedication with a lot of love, and then she changed her entire life, and the rest, as we say, is history. So the seeds of dreams are the harbinger of change in your life. These changes can be small, these changes can be big, these changes, but they all will cumulatively lead to a defined outcome. That defined outcome is the future that you've envisioned for yourself. Okay, so before I'll show you this slide. I'll tell you the changes that I had in my life. From writing just one blog, just writing one poetry in the corner of my office, to having that inspiration to coming up with a full-fledged novel was not an easy journey for me as well. But then I never let it go. I took that one poetry to blogs, I took it to the poetry book, I took it to the poetry events, I hosted poetry events. Then I pursued the dream of writing a full-fledged novel. So this is a photograph of mine when I was attending a book launch in Oxford bookstore CP, and then my book has not been published. I was just attending all the book launches. I was attending all the poetry events. I was trying to figure out how to achieve that dream of mine. So while attending this book launch of a famous author over there, I said to myself, this caption, I pasted it on my goal board in my room. The dream my heart lives every day. My book will adorn the shelf one day. And just a year later, I had this book adorning the first shelf of the Oxford bookstore. which is also one of the best sellers over there. And I also got the chance of having my own book launch over there. I not thought this much. I thought, yes, my book will come and it will be there at the Oxford bookstore. But I also got the launch. I had the VIP guest. So this is how I achieved a dream of mine in this way. I'll tell you, I've gone through the series of changes in my life to achieve this dream. It was not just that I thought, I'll write a book, I'll get it published, and everything is very hunky-dory. It didn't happen that way. I had a mammoth change in my life. My weekends, which were usually, partying with the friends, going out with the family, or sleeping idly on the Sunday, reading just one book, completing Vikram said, completing Harry Potter, I'm done. But I never thought that being a voracious reader, that I will also write a book someday. So what my weekends became, bookstores, book launches, writing to authors, connecting with them, asking them how much time did you take to write the book, what goes through after that, how will you achieve the publishers, what should I do? I mean, so much quest was there, so much passion was there to achieve it, that every day I used to sit and think, what's next? This poetry book is done, this has happened, what's next? So this is what happened. I attended one of the book launches, and one of my mentors, I met my mentor over there, and he said, you cannot complete a manuscript unless until you're very dedicated about it. You'll have to make it lunch and dinner of your life. If you're not doing that, forget it, you will never complete your manuscript. So the 10,000 words of manuscript which I had completed in 3 months, in next 6 months, it's the first draft came out to be 1,10,000 words. So that's how I completed my manuscript, with that change which I adopted in my life, to be completely dedicated and disciplined about achieving what I want. So I nurtured it every day 3 to 4 hours. No matter what I was doing, where I was going, nothing will change that routine for me. 3 to 4 hours were dedicated to my book. So this is how I completed my manuscript. This is the change I adopted in my life. So this was a book launch which I had. I accomplished my dream. Yes, there was a lot of emotions attached with it, because I wanted my father and mother to see that moment, and how I wish my father was here today. So this is what I achieved. So that dedication and discipline to nurturing of the seeds of dreams in my heart. Okay, so this was the biggest change that I got in my life by nurturing my seeds of dreams. Working from first novel, now I'm working on to the second. So I changed my autograph and my signature into the autograph. So now I give an autograph to all the events, at all the launches I go. These are some of the moments of that's my pic with my father. So he was the happiest man at my book launch. And okay, so this was a very important moment for me, because I used to say to myself every day, my book will adorn this shelf, because after completing the manuscript, that the rejection cycle began. Rejection here, rejection there, but that didn't bug me down. I again relentlessly, after one rejection, I used to go to other. Not this door, next door, not this door, next door. But I knew I have to reach that destination. I have to see that dream into reality, because I have nurtured with so much conviction, so much faith for 3 years. I can't let that seed go waste. So this was the moment for me. Okay, friends. I would like to end this talk with my one of the quotes from my book. Is that for only the dreamers who follow their dreams relentlessly only wake up to the glorious dawn. So just having the seeds of dream, not nurturing them, just thinking I have to do, that won't help. You'll have to actually help, to actually sit and nurture those seeds of dreams, so that you can see that future which you have envisioned into reality. And with one thought, I want to leave you all, that you may also have some dreams in your hearts, bugging you to bring that change, bugging you to build something new, write something. Because I meet a lot of people at a lot of events, and they say, I also want to write, I also want to complete my manuscript, but it's only 5,000 words, it's only 2,000 words, I'm not able to do it. So this is what, plant some seeds of dreams in your heart today, then nurture it. Nurture it completely, love it. Don't be bugged down by the fears which will be bothering you, that you'll be pulled down, the rejections. You'll face the rejections. Take it for granted. You'll face the rejections. You'll have those fears of you'll not achieve it. 100 times people are going to say to you, "Hey, this won't happen." 100 times people told me, no publisher is going to pick books so easy of a first-time author. But I said no. I'm going to get it done. I will see this hard copy of manuscript in my hand one day. So you have to keep that faith in yourself alive, because this is what the Seeds of Dreams does to you. It gives you that power. It channelizes your energy. It focuses you towards achieving. It focuses you towards making certain changes, towards having certain actions in your life, so that you can accomplish the dream that you have dreamed for. So plant some seeds of dreams in your life today. Thank you so much. Thank you.